stuck. One of the best gifts I gave myself was permission to be everything that you see. Like, that's not fake. But this over here, this thing in my shadow, that's also real. Like, you get to have a dual experience happening. Shay, Alice, Kess, Rebecca, Ebony, Bonnie, andale or adelaide. Yeah. And RGF says, or Sam says, my partner's lost motivation. And not me, but my partner, and it affects me. Yeah, absolutely. Dory, sketchron, sharon. I think it's Sharon. I apologize if I said it incorrectly. Blandin, right? Margarita, Blandin. Dear to me. Okay. Yeah. So Angela, I see a lot of names. I've lost motivation. So first, let's make an origin. We have a tendency. Now, get a pen and paper. I know you on text, but I don't come just to entertain you. If you're ready for some breakthrough, and breakthrough comes in small moments of ahas that you act on. A breakthrough isn't just a piece of information. Write this down. A breakthrough is an aha that you act on. All right. So I'm going to give you the first part. Now, for many of you, you're already on my campus. You know, I'm an action-based coach. I just was coaching someone today, and their life from what she started coaching 60 days ago, maybe 90 days ago, is, I mean, it's not all transformed, but I see progress because she's in action. And so I'm always going to invite you to be in action. All right. So if you're ready, let's just talk about some things that you could do. Let's talk about some awareness that you should have. And number one, I love you too. Number one is the awareness. Awareness and understanding. Intellect precedes action. You want to do something different. Go look for what you don't know. Look for what's in your blind spot. Everything you need is in your blind spot at times if you have done everything. I see you, Amina. I absolutely hear you. I hear you. And that's why I'm here. Anytime you see me going live, I just don't go live to show y'all what I'm wearing. I don't go live to show y'all how I'm traveling. I go live for your transformation. I go live to inspire you. I go live to pour something into your life, right? So I just want to share with you the awareness of the last 18 months. And I'm not going to rehash the last 18 months. We all were there. We all have been here. We all navigated through 2020. But what's happening in the background, if you're a leader and you haven't been able to control the environment, then you're dealing with that challenge of not controlling the environment. That's an experience by itself. And if you're not pouring into something growing, then all you feel is stagnation, right? And as you hear your truth, just heart me up or say aha, right? I love it. Balance with Becca says aha is a breakthrough with action. Type that down. Type it in chat, you guys. We're going to take away some nuggets right here. We're going to make Instagram matter. And so most people over the last 18 months, and this might have been you unconsciously, because we don't know this. Literally, I'm so blessed by the things I've learned. And I've learned, let's say I've learned 100,000 pieces of information. All I hold myself accountable for is, are you implementing the ones that you can implement right now? I don't have to implement everything, just the ones that I understand and that I can use right now. So let me give you a concept. Circle of concern. Some of y'all have heard me talk about this. Circle of concern and circle of influence. So when you're going through a lot of things that feel like they're out of your hand, then you have to realize that you are living in your circle of concern. And your circle of concern, you got to watch out because it's the stuff that's on the news. It's all it influences us, but we can't change it all in one day. We can't even change it in 1 month. We don't even have the power to change it all ourselves. And then there's your circle of influence. The average person spends 80% of their time in their circle of concern and 20% of their time in their circle of influence. Write that down. 80% of their time in their circle of concern and 20% of their time in their circle of influence. Very normal. We're raised that way. We're born into that experience. Many times our parents did it. It's no judgment, no judgment. But what you must do is look at that 20% over there and go, that's my circle of influence. How do I spend more time over there? So I'll ask you the question, what do you have influence over? For the last 18 months, I was like, okay, what can I control? I've never worked out as much as I worked out over the last year. Why? Because I can control that, right? I begin to write my life story. Let me write my life story. Let me write down the biggest lessons I learned and how when people saw me on stage, how I just got out the hospital and they didn't know that. Let me write my life story. Let me navigate. I started writing plans for 2022. Like, what do I want to do in 2022? Where do I want to travel? I begin to focus my energy so that I can laser my energy on the things that I had influence over. Who needs to hear this? Who needs to hear this? That a lot of times when everything is going crazy around you or it's out of your control, it easily can be the 80%. I'm going to invite you. Now, here's the action. Write down 3 things that you can influence. As a matter of fact, type them in right here and don't try to type fast. Think about it. So here's the 3 things that I can influence. I can work out more often and more consistently. I can influence that, right? I can influence my nutrition. I want to add more vegetables and I want to take out bread. I can influence that. I can also influence how often I video call my family. I want to do more of that, right? Right. Leo says, oh my God, I need this, right? So many people saying, I need to hear this right now. Who needs to hear this right now? Who is this an answer for, right? So just know when your blessing shows up, and I'm not saying I'm the blessing. I'm saying the content's the blessing, right on time. Okay. So I want you to spend more of your time in your circle of influence and ask the question, am I in my circle of concern or am I in my circle of influence? Influence are the things that you can actually navigate the outcome to. Concern are the things that you care about. They impact you, but you cannot influence the outcome. All right. Bridget says, I need this. Stemma says, I need this. Roberta says, I need this. Right. That's why I showed up, because y'all need this and I need this too. All right. Next question. All right. In a moment, I'm going to have you answer your question. So don't go anywhere. And then for some of you, you're already joining me for 3 days, 3 full days of content. Others, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be anywhere, if you're navigating to the next season and you want to get there, you definitely want to be with us. All right. Next question. How do you gain your confidence back when unfortunate events have happened to you? Same answer. Same answer. I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to give you 19 different answers when one answer, if you just implement one answer, then, oh, yes. Oh, my God. I love you, Jordy. Yes, 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 yes. Jordy done put it out there for you. Jordy J, 24. She says circle of concern, influence and influence us, but we can't change it. 80% circle of concern, 20% circle of influence. What do you have influence over? Like, that's what you do. Now, what you do is write down the 3 things that you can influence. And then I want you to see, can you spend 30 minutes to an hour every other day? I don't know what you spend now in those influences. And then after 5 days, can you add 1 more influence? Let me tell you, energy grows where energy goes. You want to feel back motivated. You want to feel like you're climbing on top of your life. You want to feel after these unfortunate circumstances have come that you're getting your momentum back. You're getting your mojo back. Or you're increasing your mojo. You're slaying the game. Go live in your circle of influence. Look at your circle of concern. Look at it. Okay. How many people are getting the vaccine? How many people got tested today for COVID? How we can travel. That's your circle of concern. I'm pointing over there. Y'all can't see me. I'm pointing. That's your circle of concern. Over here, your influence. How many hours I spend inviting people to have me serve them. Making calls to the people that I love the most. Getting inside my nutrition and grinding down and navigating that. Working out more often. Telling people I'm sorry or I love them, whatever one. Now, right now, you need to go share this with somebody. I'm about to speak some life into someone, or I'm going to have somebody get some oxygen back again. Is that you? Go invite somebody right now. Go invite, share, do whatever you got to do to let somebody know, hold on. This is not entertainment. This is transformation. This is not entertainment, right? All right. So now, so here's another question, right? How do I find my life's destination? So how do I find my life's destination? What if I tell you your life doesn't have a destination? What? What, Lisa? What if I tell you your life doesn't have a destination? Watch this. Your life has a journey. And on the journey, there are different purposes within your life. I'll say it again for somebody. Somebody need to hear this. What if your life isn't about arriving somewhere, getting somewhere, or going somewhere? What if your life is about the movement and the purpose that you have inside the movement and what you're sprinkling on people as you are on this journey? What if your life purpose is really multiple purposes? What if there was a now just type your name in chat if you can feel this truth. What if your life has multiple purposes and you've already fulfilled 1, 2, or 3 of those purposes, and now you got to define another one. Now you got to discover another thing to do. What if you've already handled the first phase, right? Right? She said break to become. She said right, absolutely. And if you, right? She said light bulb moment. Roberta said light bulb moment. Right? If you're feeling kind of, what do I do now? Anybody like that? Raise your hand if you're like, what do I do now? I've already done. The reason why you feel that way and you don't have the drive you had 15 years ago is because you've already completed that purpose. And now it's time for you to be born a new assignment. And it's already trying to come out. It's already trying to come out. Your next assignment is in front of you. It's behind you. It's all around you. But because you're trying to fit your new you in an old purpose, it's not fitting. So it feels like a size 8 foot and a size 4 shoe. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. And you got to go out and go, hold on. Who am I in this season? Who am I right now? And what should I be up to? Woo-wee. Martha says, amen. Right? Your life has multiple purposes. Yes. And it's not one. It's not one destination. And what we buy the conversation that we're supposed to do 1 or 2 things. Have kids, get married, work somewhere. That's, first of all, everyone doesn't fit in that same package. Lord have mercy. Please don't try to make me fit in your dream. I'm going to say that again. Please don't try to make me fit in your dream for me. Let me have my dream and let me introduce my dream to you. And it gets to be 1,000 different ways, you guys. Come on, heart it up if you know what I'm talking about. All right. So now I want to open it up for you to ask me a couple of questions, right? I know it's a call to do with my purpose. Why can't I just do it? Okay. So Jean, when you're asking about doing your purpose and it's difficult, how many of you, Lady Flexa said, I needed to hear this, right? That's why I'm here. If you find that it's fear, how many of you, you know you're supposed to be up to something. You know you're supposed to be doing something. You know what that something is, maybe. It's been revealed to you. And I just keep being afraid. Roberta says, OMG, in tears. Yeah, I'm here for you. How do I take the leap? Right? I hear you. How do I take the leap and leave job to start a business? Which what you're asking is, how do I muster up the courage, right? How do I do that? Where does that come from? So let's talk about fear for a moment. Okay. Can we talk about fear for a moment, Judy? Can we just talk about, yeah. Okay, great. Let's just talk about that nervousness to leap. Now I'm about to blow your mind with some stuff and I'm not going to be here long, you guys. I'm literally going to be here like another 5 minutes. I just stopped by. Now, for many of you, this is the beginning. You want more teaching. I am not a motivational speaker, though I like motivating people when I speak. Please be clear that I am a transformational coach, and coaching takes time. There's nothing instant. I know we on Instagram. I know we're on social media, but there's nothing instant about transformation. Hello, somebody. So if that news don't make you feel good, I apologize, but I'm here to serve you up the truth. Transformation requires consistency, applied action, aha after aha, action step after action step, accountability, feedback. Like if you really want to have that, then you want to be inside transformation. If that's the case, if many of you are already with me, but I'm going to say step on my campus. Only twice a year do I do 2 big 3-day trainings. And one of the 3-day trainings is going to be coming up real soon. And if this at all rubs you right, if this at all feels like it's a beginning of something, then let's deep dive so that we can really go get your next best version of yourself. So we can go get the next best version of yourself. So when we talk about fear, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. I know you're like, where is it? When is it? Some of you guys know I've already been talking about it, but I'll let you know how you can get in. But when we talk about fear, let me just talk about fear. When we talk about fear, I saw someone write, just do it, right? I saw someone also talk about Kevin Hart says it's false evidence appearing real, right? And we've heard that. Those of you who go inside churches that say that, we've been hearing that for years. So let me just share with you. Number one, how do you reduce fear? How do you reduce fear? So let me break the news to you. And as I say this to you, if it's like a aha or ouch, then say it. First of all, you assume fear is supposed to stop you. What if it's not? What if fear doesn't even have to dissipate or go away before you move forward? What if, don't fight it, Kenneth, because where energy goes, energy grows. When you fight fear, fear grows. You fight it. However, if you turn your energy away from it and you turn to fear, right, Journey? You turn to fear and you say, fear, if you're going to be with me and you're going to be present, then I guess you got to come along for the ride. So instead of focusing on the fear, Shalay, I see you guys saying, ouch, ouch, ouch. Focus on the conviction. What are you convicted for? What's a conviction? What's a non-negotiable? Type in chat, non-negotiable. Because if you focus on the non-negotiable, then you'll tell fear, until you go away, I have to keep going. Now, here's the thing. Fear is the perception of the idea in your head coming true. Fear is the perception that the idea in your head is going to come true. Like, what if I go on stage and I make a fool of myself? That's your perception. What if I start a business and I lose all my money? That's your perception. What if I quit my job and it doesn't work? That's your perception. So remember, fear is a made up story in your head that you think might happen, and then it makes you feel uncomfortable now, and which is okay. The only thing that dissipates fear is replacing the belief with the actual. I'll say it again. I know I'm dropping a lot on y'all. This Instagram, I probably should be lightweight. I probably should be talking about the sun and showing y'all the mountains, but I came for your breakthrough. What if you say to fear, okay, this is what I'm nervous will happen. How do I replace that with the truth? How do I replace that with the truth? The only thing that can replace the fear of something is the truth about something. Hold on, I'm going to say it again. The only thing that can replace the fear of something is the truth about something. And so I've been scared most of my career. Here I am, the girl who got a fail in English. I got a fail in English. And the very first person to ask me to partner with them for a book was Jack Canfield. For Chicken Soup for the Soul. I got a fail in English. I should have another book before I have Chicken Soup for the Soul. Then the second big project I get asked to do was The Secret. I'm still working on my self-esteem. I'm a single mother. My son's father is in prison. I got shame. I got shame. And you want me to shine with shame? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't think I was afraid? My knees couldn't touch because they was knocking. Like literally, y'all. That was it. Literally. That was my knees. All the time. All the time. All the time. When Chicken Soup came out, Chicken Soup 1, Chicken Soup 2, I did 2 books. The Secret came out. And then, by the way, without me doing any marketing, about being in the secret, the first media call I get was from Harpo Inc. Does anyone know who Harpo Inc. is? Harpo Inc. Oprah. Hold on. I'm not ready for Oprah. I'm not ready. I need practice. I need to make sure I'm okay. Come on, raise your hand if that's you. I need to make sure it's all going to be good. I need to, right? You guys, I don't know what God was doing with me, but I didn't get any practice time. And here's what I realized. Yes, here's what I realized. That you can serve a lot of people still figuring out how to get it right. You can serve a lot of people. You can be of value. You can be an inspiration while you figuring it out. Your learning could be somebody's blessing. Hello, who needed to hear that? You're learning. You're figuring out how to serve. You're saying, I'm just going to practice. I'm going to practice showing up. I'm going to practice serving people. That could be someone's blessing. And so, fear, I'll go back to it. Fear, the way you dissipate fear is you make a strategy. Write this down. You make a strategy. If you plan to fail, then you just, if you fail to plan, then you just plan to fail. I'm a creative. I'm an artist. However, what I've learned as a CEO is to make a strategy. So as you're bouncing back, whatever it is you're afraid about, whatever brings you fear, let's make a strategy. Who will we talk to? Where will we get coaching? I provide tons of coaching. I provide tons of free coaching, right? So who are you getting coached from? Who's 10 steps ahead of you? 10 steps ahead of you that can bring you along the journey. Who can you hook your caboose to? Hook your caboose to someone else's train and then hold on tight. Who can that be to make sure you win? Somebody need to go share this with somebody. Y'all need to go grab somebody. Somebody is soaking. Somebody is stuck. Someone is confused and they need this conversation. I'm not saying they need me. It's not about me. This is about you. This is about you, right? And now it's time to make a bold declaration. This is the time to make a bold declaration because you know you want the dash between your birthday and your transition day. You want that dash to say, I played full out. I played full out. I showed up. I was nervous. I was scared. I showed up. I was fearful. I showed up. I got tired. And then I showed up again and again and again. And then I shined. That's what you want. I just stopped by. As your sister friend to acknowledge wherever you are, but to also hold you accountable that where you are is not where you stay. Even if where you are is amazing right now. Like I keep going, okay, I appreciate where I am. And how do I touch the next best version of myself in the way I forgive and the way I love? And if you need help doing that and you want some tools, I got some great tools for you. If you're down, are you down? I got some great tools for you. And I'm on fire this season. I've been sitting in the Bahamas on lockdown, marinating, gathering the content, studying, living my best life, watching people and witnessing people live their best life and going, hold on, I want to grab as many people as I can. So if you, she said, thank you. Roberta says, thank you. I needed this. I'm in tears. Absolutely. I came for you. If you're wondering, how did I land here right now? And this message is for me, it's because I came for you. And you know why? Because I wanted someone to come for me. I wanted someone to come for me. I needed someone. I knew that there was great possibility in me, but I needed someone to give me a little guidance. I needed someone to help clear off my lenses. When my lenses got foggy with fear, my lenses got foggy with shame, my lenses got foggy with weariness, my lenses got foggy with exhaustion. I needed somebody to love me enough to help clear off my lenses. And that's what I hope and pray that I can be for you. If you want to deep dive more, once a year, I do it on personal development. The other time, I do it on business. I don't want you to miss this. I'm going to, as a result of our 3 days together, you will have so many how-tos, nuggets, and action steps that if you simply implement one thing a day for the next 6 months, your life cannot be the same. It cannot be the same. If I'm coming for your transformation with 20 minutes of conversation, imagine what happens in your when we have 3 days of strategy and coaching. I'm bringing some of the best teachers on the planet for you. We're actually going to do breakout rooms. You're not just going to listen, but you're going to listen and turn around and apply. You're going to listen and turn around and do. I'm giving away a little over $50,000 in free prizes just as an incentive. I'm doing a lot. All you got to do is show up. So you'll see Bonnie. Bonnie is putting it in the link. It's called the Extraordinary You event. And if you take extraordinary, somebody do this. Write the word extra hyphen ordinary. Extra hyphen ordinary. If you take extra and you put it next to ordinary, you get extraordinary. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our ordinary lives and what we're dealing with right now, and I'm going to teach you for 3 days along with some phenomenal coaches. Sean Smith is going to be a facilitator. Danita Sajus is going to be a facilitator. And how did we put, there you go, Lise. Yeah. And how do I put some extra on my ordinary? How do I do that? And this is the same 3-day conference that we've done live. This conference normally is $500, and we made it something crazy like, Bonnie, $197 US, $197, like giving it away. I'm paying to do the conference with all that I put into place for it to happen. So we made it little of nothing for you, just like bare investment. Man, the reason why we made it an investment is so that you invest in you. You are confident about me. That's why you're here. You don't pretty much question, can I bring you content that can change your life? That's why you're here. You're not questioning me. You know me. You know what I can deliver just based on my track record. You can go out on YouTube and get confirmation of that. What I want you to feel comfortable about is investing in you. I want you to get comfortable that you're worth it. I want you to get comfortable that you'll follow through and that you will absolutely begin to take action. That's what I want you to feel comfortable with. So often when people who came into my path, I knew they could teach me. It wasn't wondering if they could teach me. It was wondering, will I take what they've taught me and will I run with it? You know, Quinetta says, I'm coming. Yes, Quinetta. Can I tell you, Quinetta? So before you get there, I want you to hydrate. I want you to, Ashley Lynn says, I'm coming. Can't wait. I want you guys to hydrate. I want you guys to eat more vegetables, less carbs 3 days before. You can still eat them, but less carbs, less really heavy meat. Because when I tell you your brains are going to be working, your body is going to be working. Yes. She Speaks says, I'm investing in me, right? So Maria says, I cannot wait. So I just, liquid B12, right, Dr. Vanita. You know, girl, you know. And it's serious. You got to prep for the 3-way. Prep for the 3-day the way I'm prepping for it. So I do a lot of drinks. I drink my protein. I do less bread, and I love bread. I'm in a love affair with bread, y'all. A love affair with bread. I back up on my bread a bit, eat more veggies, right? Because you want your brain able to capture as much as possible. And then for those of you who are joining me, which I see a lot of people are joining me, you want to give your family and friends notice. I'm going to class. I'm going to school. I'm deep diving into transformational action-based learning. And so you want to make sure that you can handle that. Now, someone says, can we tune in and participate if we're not in the US? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm doing it earlier in the day, Pacific Standard Time, so that if you're in another country, my sisters and my brothers from Global, we normally have about, last event, we had over 70 countries present. Now, that was our summit. We expect to be somewhere along that line here. So it is we have ways. I won't go through all of it here. So that if it's late in the night for you and you have to go to sleep, we have ways where you can not miss the content. All of it's being recorded. So I invite you, and I don't need to sell you. We already have sold and cleared more tickets than I thought. But it is my responsibility that if you're asking me these kind of questions, for me to tell you where we're deep diving and learning how to navigate. And that's at the Extraordinary You Conference. And I'm super excited about it because I know what you're going to get. I love you. I would just want to stop by and answer some questions. I'll be answering some more questions again next week. So submit your questions. She Speaks says, Lisa, you're on my vision board. I will meet you someday. Absolutely, mama. I say yes, yes, and yes. And we'll both look fabulous and we'll take a picture together so that there's evidence that we connected. I want to, is there a link? Maria said, is there a link for the conference? Yes. So you're going to see Bonnie. She's going to put the link in right now. How do you link? How do you get the link from Sydney, Australia, Roberta? So you're going to get the link right now. We put it in the chat several times. I'm going to put it in, make sure it's in again for you. Jean says, Lisa, thank you for giving us your time. You have no idea how much you have changed from how much I've changed from just this live. I'll be with you someday. You absolutely will, Jean. And I'm grateful that you tuned in. I came because my team said they need you. And so I stopped and I said, then I'll go live if you need me. My invitation to you is to take my hand. Take my hand. Don't sign up for the sprint. Let's do the long journey together. If you feel like you want to have a tribe and a community, a coach, a sister, a friend, and this feels good to you. If this doesn't feel good to you, then go where it feels good to you. If this doesn't feel good, but if this feels good and it feels right, then be here. But jump all the way in. Don't be a social media student. Hello? Don't be a social media student at this convenience. Jump in and tell your cells, I trust you. Tell your own cells, I trust you to be a student. Come on the campus where I can give you takeaways. I can give you handouts. I can give you things to fill out. I can give you homework. I can give you accountability communities. I can give you an environment that's going to require you to discover your best. If that feels good. If it doesn't, and you just want to touch here, then let's keep touching here. But here's what I know. The moment I hook my caboose to someone else's train who made my knees knock, Margaret said, and my teeth chatter. Yeah, I showed y'all my knees because my knees stayed knocking. My life became unrecognizable. And if a little girl like me, functionally dyslexic, with a fail in English and a D- in speech, who was scared more than she was courageous, can do it, then what does the universe have in store for you now that we're together? Come on, somebody. I'm just saying, you supposed to go further than me because you got us. But you got to get in action. It's not magic. It doesn't happen when you're just sitting down. It doesn't happen when you hop on an Instagram live 1 or 2 times. It doesn't happen when you read a couple of books. It doesn't happen. I don't care what's in your library. You want it? Aha plus action. And I say the super boost on it is aha plus action plus a tribe with some celebration and some accountability. Right, Dr. Vernita? You want to take it to the next level? You add some celebration and accountability to it on a consistent basis. And then you got transformation. I'm just saying. So I love you. I appreciate you. Next week, I'm going to come back. I'll come back next week and answer some more questions. And so be ready for that. And invite your friends, invite your family, not to save them, but so you don't grow alone, because you don't want to outgrow your community. I love you. I appreciate you. I honor you as your sister. And I'll see you real soon. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't know if it's going to die, but I'm going to take you outside because that's where I was going to go. I'm going to go outside to have an adult beverage. I don't know what that is, a wine cooler. I'm a lightweight. Margaret is laughing at me when I said that because I don't drink, y'all. I don't drink. Take you outside so you can see the hills and the mountains and know that the universe has it all planned for you, and to tell you that I love you. Talk to you later. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna have a what? She said I'm gonna have a juice. I'm gonna have a natural juice. They laughing at me. Look, they laughing at me. Looking back there. What? Look, they're not. Give me a real drink. I can't handle it. I'm gonna get some. So they brought me some carrot juice. They brought me some carrot juice. Some carrot. That's my real drink.
It is your real drink.
That's good. Amen. Gladiator style. Okay. Y'all can laugh at me that I really don't know how to turn it off for sure. Amen. Amen. I was just told how to turn it off. Ask for help. Raise your hand and people will always help you. They said the X in the right corner, so I love y'all.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.